And welcome to Game Talk. I'm your host, Connor, and today I'm joined by Mike.
Hello.
And today we have two special guests. We have Chris.
Oh, yeah.
And Jimmy.
Hello there.
And these guys are calling in all the way from the UK to tell us about a card game they are working on, an RPG deck building game called TerraClash. I'm going to pass it to you guys real quick to kind of give us the elevator pitch on that so we can talk about it a bit.
Yeah. So did you want to take this one, Jim? Or are you happy for me to?
If you want to start, I can build on. Absolutely, Chris. Go for it.
Yeah. So we've been creating the game over 4 years now, and it's getting to the crowdfunding stage. So we've got the second prototype through. So looking to launch that on Kickstarter very soon to try and get some orders in. It's mainly a card game with dice elements as well. So based on micro campaigning from bigger TTRPG games, and trying to make it into a format that is accessible for all and can be completed within the course of an evening.
Yeah, we've tried to make a game where you can either work together to try and achieve the same goal, or if you want to, you can backstab your friends to try and get as much reward as possible. So it has aspects of games called like Munchkin, where you try and make the monster bigger to defeat your opponent, or you can work together. I feel it's one of those games where you just want to figure out what's going on as soon as you can. All about getting weapons together, trying to make your character the best it can be.
And I'm looking at your site right now. I think the art on your cards is really cool. Do you have the site up, Mike?
Yeah, I have the site up. I've been scrolling it.
Yeah, I think the art is really cool you guys are working with. I see it's 1 to 6 players. What's the single player experience like?
So single player, from my experience of game testing, is all about working through your player to get to the end goal, making them the champion of the realm, which there is an easier mode where it's unlimited turns and try and survive for as long as you can. Or there's a hard difficulty where you have a turn limit to how many turns you have to become the champion, which I've tried and I still haven't won yet. So if you like something absolutely challenging, give it a
interesting.
Go, because I still haven't won. Keep grinding and seeing.
You haven't won. Do you guys have, I guess I don't know a ton about what goes into developing a board or a tabletop game like this. Do you guys have playtesters yet, or is it mostly you, friends and family?
Yeah, so it's through friends mainly. So I've got a group that I've played Dungeons and Dragons with a few times down this way. So they were more than happy to test it. So we usually have a group of 5 or 6 people. They've been brand new to the game. And because they've got a broad range of kind of different board games that they like, so they give good feedback on that. And also me and Jim have tested it a few times. We've done a few online ones and in person. A few of Jim's friends have also played it too. So yeah, trying to get a good mix of like age groups. And it's been quite interesting to play test and go for the rules. I don't know how many hours we've accumulated. How many do you think, Jim?
I'm trying to think how many playthroughs. So for some basis, myself and Chris live on other sides of the country to each other. So when we actually get in contact to have a game, it's quite a nice occasion. So we'll get our friends and family together. And then for myself, I have got my local games store. So big up Dicebox Worcester on this side of England, who have been nice enough, if you looked at our Instagram, they've taken in our game to give us some play testing. So we are trying to give local independent game stores the opportunity to have a play and to give us extra feedback before our launching on Wednesday. So I've gone a bit of a tangent there, which I'd like to do. But on the playtesting hours, we must be at least, 30 to 40 off the top of my head, without any extra gameplays you've had, Chris, on your side of England.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the ones I've done have been. I think the first one I did, we started about 6:30 p.m. in the evening, and it went on to about 2 a.m. and there weren't any interruptions. No one got bored of that, which was really good to see. That was like a relief because when my mates first came through the door and I was sitting down, I was like, that was the first proper play test. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. But there was already a good balance, like from the tweaks Jim and I have made before the play testing to see different scenarios. So there was one guy who was about to win. He used an item to guarantee a creature fight to get a reward on that if he wins. And he drew a level 1 creature, but then a level 1 critted him and like, incapacitated him. So he was out of that go. So it was, there's a lot of things up in the air all the time. And yeah, like Jim said before, touch upon the backstabbing element. And as well as backstabbing, you can make like temporary alliances. So we tried to make it as exciting outside of the turn than it is inside the turn. And through the play test in there, we saw quite a few scenarios. You've also got trading. So people got another character's relic weapon and they were kind of holding that against them, trying to get good trades. So yeah, it's got a lot of nuances to it, which were really interesting to see. That made tailoring it on top of the play testing quite difficult to keep that in there and balanced, but also optimizing it for the most fun play. So that's where the kind of solo came in as well. We're thinking we want this to be fun even if you're on your own. So if you're bored at home, you don't have to arrange getting your mates around. You can just play it and challenge yourself. And we've also got a team version as well, so you can team up with people or you can do it competitively. And we've got a long campaign version also, so we've made character sheets. So if you wanted to make a campaign that lasted months or years, you can do that with the game as well.
That's interesting. So that seems like that would be really difficult from a design perspective to balance such different play lengths in a game. How long have you guys been working on this?
So 4 years. So Chris's background, he was or has been working on children's mental health books.
Oh, really?
And he's been working on how for children to manage their feelings. It's okay to be angry along that side. And he's got this great brain where he's been creating all these creatures and animals and warriors and environments. And he had this great idea to try and coincide that into some sort of gaming format, which he has had so many ideas, however, hadn't played as many games as he'd like to try and make it make sense.
Yeah.
So then I've been playing lots of games recently and before, and I was just throwing in ideas like, oh, this could work. You could use smaller number dice for easier addition.
Right.
Or giving 2 creature combat, so...
I've always been a fan of small number RPGs. In the video game world, you have stuff like Paper Mario that kind of does that, and I think it tends to be more interesting than like your Final Fantasy, where by the end of the game you're dealing with hundreds of thousands and stuff, and it's all meaningless.
Like the Diamond Turtle, which is 2 million HP.
Yeah, I don't know.
God,
2-hour fight,
Yeah,
it's
so yeah, I think that's really cool. So what's your background more? If he's more on the children's mental health side.
Oh,
you're just played a lot of games.
I've played lots of games. I've worked as in the outdoor education industry, where lots of outdoor instructors, when they're relaxing, even run cabins if we're working. So your go-to entertainment, if there's no internet, is to play board games and to socialize and to get along with each other, have fires.
I used to work at a Boy Scout camp when I was younger. And we play a lot of D&D. Yeah.
Yeah, we play lots of D&D, play lots of Betrayal, Haunted House on the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Like lots of Catan.
Yeah.
Shed loads of Catan. Yeah. So playing board games has been bread and butter for years and years. So now I've gone into indoor education. I'm talking to lots of teachers, and there's so many teachers who play board games. So I've even got colleagues who I talk to who even do game reviews as well.
Right.
So that's
Actually,
been my
I had a
actual
teacher
game
kind of get
reviews
me into
websites.
it. When I was in high school, I had a teacher who started inviting us after we graduated to a board game shop that he did. They had a board game night every Thursday, I think.
Yeah,
And
someone's
there
got
was
to
a
run the
crowd
D&D
of...
club at school.
Yeah, yeah. So that's cool. Is this the first kind of development foray you guys have had?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
it's-
first. This is the first adventure we've had, which obviously is very exciting.
Yeah.
But I think the amount of hours, messages, and then, for example, you've talked to our colleague Alex, trying to figure out how to get this all to get together.
Yeah, I
ready
can't even imagine. I mean,
for tomorrow.
I've done some video game development, but the beauty of that is you just put it on Steam when you're done. You don't have to deal with manufacturing and everything. That seems like a whole layer of complexity I wouldn't even know how to approach. Do you work with a publisher? I know you guys are going the Kickstarter route, but
yeah.
So Chris has been very good. Oh, do you want to go for it? Because you've talked to
So
publisher
I've
more.
been
Brilliant.
because we're fully self-published and we've paid for a trademark. Because we wanted to protect the brand. But yeah, this has been a completely new area for us, the production side. I think the most daunting part of the process was getting the costs together and thinking, oh, this might be too expensive to retail.
right, I'm seeing a lot of pieces on your website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I think the first edition, like when Jim came in to streamline it more, I had this really overwhelming idea that it was going to be like a kind of tile building game, like procedurally
like Catan.
generated.
Right.
Yeah. On a massive RPG scale and with grand battles, and Jim, using his board game knowledge, came in and said, "Oh, let's try this and streamline the mechanics to make it more achievable." And I think that's brought the kind of amount of components that was originally going to be down. Like there's no board, so that brings the cost down. But yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking getting the quotes through for the pieces we got on this prototype. But I think it's a quantity. If we get 500 orders on Kickstarter, then that makes it affordable. So economies of scale, we can get that. And ordering the prototypes themselves has been quite a challenge, like getting the box sizes right. And then like if you see something slightly off, then you've got to order a new prototype after amending it, and that process can take a while as well. And as you guys may know, like designing digitally, it can look very different to on print, so getting all the colors right and stuff. So yeah, there's been quite a lot going into the production. And I mean, I love doing the design stuff, and I hate doing the boring bits of talking to people and trying to get costs, and it just seems an obstacle to bringing this dream to life, but it's necessary. And I mean, I've got the box here actually. I did got some professional photos done today, so they'll be out. So
That looks very good.
So-
I mean, that looks
Yeah,
great.
that's-
It's something I would pull off the shelf. I go to a local place called Mimics Market here, and
Mimics.
do a board game night.
no, it's
So-
not.
Most
yeah.
most of my board game shopping has been done at conventions. Like I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I talked about in the PAX episode where I literally bought this game after this man elevator pitched it off to me. It's still sitting in its wrapper. I haven't played it yet. I've been meaning to, but it's kind of there. But I did pay him for it. He did get his money.
Is that something you guys have done any of, the convention circuit or anything?
So I'm really keen to go to our National Exhibition Centre up in Birmingham, which is one of our biggest exhibitions we have when it comes to board games. I'd love to get us a stall there one day.
Yeah.
It's on our list. But what I found really interesting, circling back, Connor, was what you said about about going onto Steam. Because we have had some people query about, is your game digitalized yet? Is it going to be on Steam eventually? And it's a realm I would approach if we are successful in board form, because more people you can play, the better, to get our images and our amazing looking game out in the world.
Yeah, get your value out of it. A lot
Yeah.
of people like to go the mobile route with board games now too. Play them on tablets and Steam.
Because our So our only thing is, I don't know many game developers. So if anyone's listening or out there, get in touch. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually I know a lot of I actually I don't know, I'll give her a ring. I know someone that has done a bit of both, a bit of board game and video game development. We do a lot of well, Mike used to. I don't think you've done it much lately, but we do game jams, which is making something in a weekend.
I've not.
And a
I've
lot
not
of
done a
people
game jam in years.
You know, depending on the idea, sometimes they decide to do a board game instead of a video game. Saves you a lot of programming.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've always found programming hard. I remember doing bits and pieces in. Have you guys ever used RPG Maker? Like proper basic stuff. Yeah. Again, I'd had like really crazy ideas of that, and then I'll be like, "Oh, there's limitations."
What was the game?
there's also
you played on
Tabletop
PlayStation
Simulator.
4?
Oh, what, Dreams was it?
Yeah, that's it. You were making a game on Dreams.
Yeah, that was quite cool with kind of logic switch.
It was a very cool platform. It's
Yeah,
it's
very
kind of a shame it never.
interesting,
I don't
yeah.
think it really caught on the way that it deserved
Yeah.
to. Dreams.
Yeah, I think maybe they've had because it was it was the people who made the Sackboy game, wasn't it?
Yep,
Yeah,
Little
it was
Big
Media
Planet,
Molecule.
Media Molecule.
Yeah,
I think
and that
they're
had
over in the UK.
multiplayer
aren't they?
and the level design, and I think if Dreams had a multiplayer, it might have been a bit kind of all over the place, but I think it would be a lot more funner if you had two people like creating this amazing thing
Well,
together.
'cause-
But I loved it. It was cool.
I was thinking for us, if it was digitalized, you could personalize your own character, give them new outfits. That remit would be endless, really.
Right. So I guess that's I haven't played the game obviously. Something like Catan is pretty easy to digitalize because the rules are very concrete. This game, you kind of were alluding to like D&D similarities or something. Is there any ambiguity? I guess like I guess you don't have a dungeon master because you have it's a single player game, so you would.
Yeah.
It's pretty strict rules that
Yeah.
makes it easier to make into a video game.
Yeah, it's quite like in terms of like if you're playing a creature, we've designed it so the rules on the card are quite a linear path. So for example, there's like a Cyclops Magi creature, and we were thinking, oh, how are we going to get to do different spells and stuff, like without involving a player kind of making decisions for it. But we done it by a dice roll, so rolls a certain number, cast this spell, rolls another number, cast another spell. So we've made it like really logical and straightforward to eliminate that ambiguity from those decisions. So I guess it's like with like a Final Fantasy game when you're in turn-based combat
Right.
with a creature, then like there's a 10% chance it'll do this attack, and there's not a lot of kind of different routes it can take. But when it comes to player choices, that's where we've brought that human element into it. So I guess if it was digitalized, you'd have player versus player. But yeah, playing a computer as a player, that would require a lot more thought. But I think it'd be absolutely possible, especially with like technology these days and how far programming's come along. But yeah, I think it'd be a pretty cool project, and it's got the art style I think would work well as an indie game on Steam.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's something I keep thinking about, and the biggest moments I keep remembering while playing this game have been either when you get a critical roll. So hey, that's a good podcast as well. When you get a critical roll, when you hit. When you roll a 6 on your combat and you double your damage. So that's like the moment of elation. Or you roll a critical and you get a 00. So even if you get the best potential outcome, you could still absolutely fail at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it can be quite
yeah.
punishing, which is good fun.
Yeah.
Because we've tried to work out the math to try and make it that when you get that success, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
But then it could still fall flat on your face. So that idea of trying to make it more possible to succeed with some RNG in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I keep playing this game. Because
Yeah, you're riding that emotional
twice.
roller coaster. You're hitting
That's
your
it.
peak, and then at the bottom, you're like, oh, Well, this
Dang
is
it.
disappointing.
Yeah, literally.
It's the kind
I've
of
been
thing
to
that happens, and your friends just laugh at you.
I've
Yeah.
seen Chris's face go from very happy to sad a lot of
Yeah,
times.
I'm rubbish out. I usually
Blimey.
lose.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of Schadenfreude
'cause,
involved. So
Yeah, because we've definitely, you've not beaten me in a group game yet.
Oh.
no,
Yeah, he still hasn't beaten me in a group game
yeah.
yet.
Like when it comes to video games, I'm always button bashing rather than strategic. As Jim's a bit more measured.
But then, to be fair, like I've seen, there's two friends I've got, Tom and Tim, and they've been best friends for about, goodness me, 18 years, and I've never seen them bicker before, but I have now.
Yeah.
Arguing over a really powerful item that one needed to make his character complete, and the other guy acquired it, but he just would not give it to him.
This is the hallmark of a good game.
It's just
This
like,
is a good game.
no, I'm not giving you it. It's like, because you'll be character good. And
he offered a PvP battle over it in the end, I think, didn't he? And
yeah, so
So you can just attack a friend if you want to.
So there's a thing called a bar fight. So you can have a bar fight with somebody. If you pull a tavern, you can just declare a fight, and they have to accept.
Yeah,
of
then
which
you
can
wager your
barter.
items and stuff. So you say, "Oh, I want that weapon on the table. If I beat you, I get that." Yeah, and then you have this isolated fight, and your stats go back to what they were after to keep it fair. But
like
there's just so
WWE.
many ways to screw each other over, and it's kind of like whatever you're doing in the game, even if it's not your turn, you've still got to pay attention to it. So I guess it stops the people looking at the phones and stuff and end up on TikTok or where. Their favorite shorts.
Keep people in the game. It's like Magic as well. Trying to figure out what people are trying to do. Trying to figure out what items you want of opponents, and try and figure out what they want from you. Because obviously we've tried to incorporate different play styles. So where you have physical characters like the monk and the warrior. So the monk, for example, doesn't even have a relic weapon. He's a armless combat fighter, but he gets buffs from being less armored. Some characters like the unlit, he's focusing on poison attributes. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's focusing on poisoning. Yeah. Then if you can you show us the relic item, Chris, for us? Like the relic under the bottom of the unlit. If you just show us the unlit again, the main character, it shows that relic part.
Oh yeah, the yellow bit.
So every character has their specific relic item. So to try and make sure no one is broken at the start of the game, when the five items are dealt to each character, the relics are removed. So no one just has an instant mega buff straight away.
Okay.
Yeah. And the monks there with the unarmed.
Yeah, very cool cards you guys have. So yeah, this looks like something you'll be able to pick up and not necessarily spend forever reading a manual before you get started too. Was that something you guys focused on?
So we've got manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And then we've also got a quick play guide, which is just like a flow chart. Just trying to make it as easy. And that's just on the back of an A5 sheet of paper.
Okay.
With a little guide on the different ailments. So freeze is missing your turn. Poison is accruing damage. If you're enraged, you cannot use your items or weapons. So it makes you unarmed, naturally.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we wanted it to be like you say, quick to play, and the rule book's quite small as well. So like ideally you take a few turns and you're into the game. And then we wanted the individual cards to do a lot of the rule building and the world building as well. So you got your rules, which are really easy to learn, and then all these scenarios that come out as you play. So in bite-sized chunks, so not to overwhelm you in a massive rule book, but there's so many layers to it and levels of nuance that any game can be different. Like it's not going to follow a set route. Like every turn you draw a terror card. So I guess that's a bit like a kind of a field card in other games. That determines your go, and then like different. You can either find treasure from a roll of the dice, or end up fighting creatures, and you can either draw like a level 1 basic or a level 3 boss. And you can also call on help from your allies as well, or anyone you're playing competitively with. So you can say, like, if it's a level 3, which is the hardest type of creature, you say, if you guys help me, I'll split the reward. So there's that other side to it. But yeah, like, I don't know what you think, Jim. I might be biased, but I think it's like quite quick to pick up. It doesn't take that long to learn.
I feel as long as you can understand the turn protocol, which is creatures. Sorry, you pull up your terror card, so you explore the environment, you roll for either items collected or combat. And remembering the creature always gets priority, they always go first. And then it kind of evolves from there, really, making sure you're matching your shields for your defense and your swords for your wounds and your hit markers. Yeah, you start getting into a routine, which makes it really nice and easy. I've also noticed we've talked about the beginning of the game, we've talked about the middle, and we haven't talked about how you win, which is really down to your opponents. They dictate what character is the champion of TerraClash, of the world. And they have to build up that character to fight the challenging champion, really.
Yeah. So if you collect, the objective is to collect 8 terror coins. So you get that from defeating creatures. And then once you've reached that goal, then, you face a character card that's not been played. And all the rest of the players kind of, like, in a democracy, control that character, and they can also arm it with items they've equipped. So it's like a player versus player fight, but as the player in the lead, you're basically facing everyone else through one character, and their goal is to stop you so that they can get 8 terror coins on their go. Kind of bookend that part of the play, which was, I think that was one of the results of play testing, wasn't it, Jim, with the kind of finding a decent conclusion.
Yeah, the players who we play tested with wanted to feel included in the end, and in a nice way have a way to have some influence on trying to win themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to have that control, which, again, it's all about keeping everyone involved.
Right. And when you're playing solo, I guess you have to make that character yourself then?
So with solo, you choose a level 3 creature to fight you.
Okay. So you don't have to do that. So it's a one-person democracy, kind of.
Yeah. You just win.
Yeah.
But then I think if you've got them next to you, Chris, because my copy is currently with Ben from Dicebox, if you can find us a level 3 creature amongst your sneaky party, like if you've got King Fendril kicking about, because he's an absolute monster.
I appreciate the visual aid, because we don't have a lot of context for this,
Yeah, so King Fendril is a 6-fingered, pronged, floating armored beast who is a nightmare to fight.
It's a weird looking.
Unless you've got a smoke bomb to help you disappear, you're discarding items quickly to try and run. So we've done the mechanic of, if you've got items, it's going to be harder to run away, so you can discard items to improve your chance of running. But if you can't get out, you face a combat with a creature. So you've got to weigh up that risk of either retaining your items or escaping and surviving another day.
There's a lot of games video games that do that as well, where you run away, you lose like money, or usually just money. Like there's a consequence to trying to flee. I know Paper Mario does it. I think Final Fantasies have done it.
Yeah.
It's a very RPG trope.
Yeah.
Well, with this game, I was thinking it could. So you've got your character in like a fighting stance. I've got a feeling it could be a bit like Final Fantasy if it was digitalized.
Yeah.
You'd have the creatures ahead. You'd have your character standing there, and you can request help from people, and they can join in the arena. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing in my head. Anyway, I'm already kind of picturing it. There's King Fendril, the 6-fingered beast. So the red crosses are immunities. So King Fendril is immune to all ailments.
Oh my god, and he's healing every turn?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Brutal. So, but like we've contemplated, for example, I think with King Fendril, we gave him 5 defense,
Yeah.
which means you'd have a 1 in 6 chance of hitting him, which is blooming hard. But then we've reduced that down to 5, so there's a higher chance. We wanted, if something was to be difficult, we wanted to make it difficult, because I know any board games out there want the challenge. And again, I think it's success we all strive for.
Souls like punishment.
Yeah.
And just seeing the other players squirm is like, we're in the playtest, just seeing reactions to certain draws and the feeling the dread and moments of joy as well. So
it's like that feeling when you first beat Artorias in the DLC. It's like,
I still haven't felt it. I haven't beat him yet.
I've never played a Souls game.
I haven't played the DLC of Dark Souls 1. I got stuck on Artorias when I was in college. Never beat him.
Oh goodness me, get back to it. It's
I'll have to. Yeah.
I think it was
my friend James has made me going for every single Dark Souls from 1 to 2. Currently, did Demon Souls.
I haven't done Demon Souls yet.
Oh, it's an interesting experience. Goodness me. But
I tried 3 and I can't get past that first boss before the gate because it's like really right at the start, isn't it? And
he's amazing. I
couldn't do it. But Elden Ring, I got to the last boss on that, and
you could probably get through Dark Souls 3 if you made it through Elden Ring. If you went back, probably.
There's some horrible bits on there. It's like Ragdan. So many times died on that.
Damn.
So, about the game, you guys both work with kids, but I get the vibe that this game is not particularly aimed at kids. It's for everyone, but I definitely probably teens. Like, who's the youngest playtester that you guys have played with?
So one of my friends took it to his family, and I can't remember how old his son is, but apparently he threw a massive tantrum, and that was the game done. So
Sounds a little too young, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I I throw a tantrum over it, and I'm in my late 30s. But
so as I work at a school, as much as I'd love to bring this into my school, there's a big thing with regards to keeping your work life and your out of school life. So unless I would just say, my friend back home, Chris, has made this, and I've scribbled a name out of the box and hide any, if they Googled it, they'd find me. So it's hard to explain. Like, I'd love to I've got 1,600 people I could have try and playing it from 11 years old to 18. But how do I approach that and keep my professionalism?
Right. I don't know if you have the same issue, but like if I work from home, but if I would work on any of the games I'm developing while I'm on the clock, suddenly like my work owns the game I made. That is how that works.
Okay.
So I imagine it's probably not the same for a teacher, but
like I've asked an English teacher to look at our grammar on the rules, but they haven't got back to me yet. So,
But is that something like? Did you have your students in mind at all when you were designing it? Like you wanted kids to be able to play?
Yeah, like I've mentioned it to people in my class. Like I've been creating a board game, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're creating a board game!" It's like, I've let it slip. I'm making TerraClash. I play Clash Royale, and they love that because all the kids play Clash Royale.
Yeah,
I guess the graphical style as well is like, it's. I mean, I like it. I think it's something that
it's very clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little of what's that sim game, Mike? The
Colony, the RimWorld?
Yeah, RimWorld. It's got a bit of a RimWorld vibe to it.
I think I've seen, kind of big head and like in the original designs, none of them had limbs and stuff. I thought I'd better make it a bit more realistic.
The kind of geometrical shapes. Yeah, it is very RimWorld-esque, which is a very bold. Yeah, it's a very bold design.
Yeah, I think
we wanted it to be eye-catching.
Yeah. I think the age. I asked my friends that are all parents who play test it from the D&D group, and they all said about 12 plus. So
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, I've gone with their greater knowledge of parenting there, and they play board games with their kids and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, we wanted to make it accessible as possible, and we wanted to, even though I love the kind of the high fantasy art that you get in a lot of board games, we just wanted something more simple and something we can, if this does become a hit, that is more scalable, so we can quickly make expansions rather than spending years on producing new designs. You know, we've already got this template, and we can, rapidly upscale.
Right. This is a lot of art to do as well. I see 99 items, 52 creatures right off the bat. Even that's a lot of art for 4-year development when you're iterating.
When I get in the zone.
Criticism. Well, the thing is, we've kind of ramped up assortment in the past year and a half. Because I remember I come back for the holidays and breaks when I come see family, and I see Chris. And we bump heads, and he just goes crazy. I think you created like 15 creatures about a couple of days.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, you guys are on opposite ends of the country. How did you guys meet to start doing this project?
It's a crazy story, isn't it? So Chris was my next door neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
I
so
moved to
Jim's
go to-
dad, Jim's dad owns a house, and he
You're my
was in
neighbour,
a relationship before, and that broke down. But I made friends with Jim's dad, John, and he said, if you want a room to rent there. So when I was next door, I got to know Jim, and I mean that's come up to 10 years ago now, isn't it? And
I can't believe it's 10 years ago. And then I moved away to work. I worked in Peterborough, where I started working with children. Yeah. And then you stayed, and I just kept traveling around the country working, exploring the world. Going to university. I went to Minnesota for a bit for college. It was great fun. And then came back. But
Where'd you say you went to college?
UMD, University of Minnesota Duluth.
Like in the U.S., in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, how'd you find that?
There. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I loved college around there. It was great fun. Yeah, although -40 is cold.
Yeah.
That's brisk.
Yeah,
it doesn't
we
get that
in
cold
Pittsburgh,
here.
thankfully.
So
wait, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
That's Celsius. It was cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it was frozen. Yeah, ice cold.
Actually, around that point is where it's about equal, I think. It's -40.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely brutal.
Yeah, chilly place. Yeah.
I was escaping just before Christmas, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, -40 Celsius is -40 Fahrenheit. It's the same temperature.
Yeah.
That's where it's
I'm
the
not
point
built
where
for
they
that.
intersect.
But then the summers of exploring around the boundary waters were beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Canoeing around there, camping. Yeah, wouldn't change that again for the world. So yeah, but that's again having more experiences working with young people, canoeing, taking them out, guiding them around a place. Being a British person, guiding Americans was a great experience.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of compliments on your accent and everything. People love people love
Everyone
the
was
British
very nice
accent
and
here.
welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was very welcoming in Minnesota. Couldn't complain at all. Yeah, loved it. Would come back. Would definitely come back for a long time.
Yeah. You said you're launching the Kickstarter next Wednesday, correct?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Wait for the
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll have been launched for a minute by the time the episode comes out. So how are you feeling?
God, that's exciting.
Is your stomach
nervous.
like?
Well, we obviously would love it to do really well, but we've been marketing our butts off. We've been trying to talk to people, putting our name out there.
Yeah.
So we'd obviously love it to do really well.
We've gone from because we're self-published, and the first game, and we've heard things like, oh, if you haven't done a Kickstarter before, then it's bound to fail and stuff. And we've been plugging away organic, running some ads, and we've got over 100 sign-ups for the pre-launch. So hopefully some of them will convert, and then that will get the ball rolling on Kickstarter. Jim's been into a few shops and they want to take some. So yeah, I mean, I've got a bit of imposter syndrome about it, and I think,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
it's gonna.
That's creativity. That's the creative world. You're gonna get that.
Yeah. You make something, and even you don't have faith in it. Even though you spent so much time.
I'm trying to be really excited, but I've got to be really realistic as well.
Yeah.
Like if this made it the first go, I'd be amazed.
Is it
it would
so?
be cool.
You guys have your colleague Alex. Does anybody on your team have any Kickstarter experience before?
Other than looking at it,
Yeah.
really
Honestly,
much.
we are all fresh into the water with this. This is all like big jump into the plunge for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is
And
why
I
we're
think
very. I'm apprehensive, obviously enthusiastic.
Right.
Yeah, and I think we've got a realistic target. I think it's around £13,000, which would be enough to get 500 funded, with enough to invest back in for another run, and that covers taxes. So I think, that'd probably be about $18,000 maybe off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
I think it's just over 17K. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And I think Jim and I spoke, and we've discussed, if it fails on Kickstarter, we're just going to go the hard route, and we're still going to push it out. We'll just sell it
And self-fund.
directly, and we'll have to do smaller runs and stuff. So
Right. So, like your Kickstarter and stuff, are you going to be able to ship to the U.S. and everything?
Yes, that's the plan. Yep.
Put US on there. I had to send you guys a copy as well to say thank you for having us as well.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But yeah, we want to get as many markets as possible. So yeah, I'd say America and Europe and the UK to start with. But I mean, when Jim went into the shops, and they already were really kind of into it, which is massive, I think, for a pair of guys who don't have a big gaming company or anything. And so it's always been my dream to make a game and design one digitally, but I didn't get that good at programming, so maybe that will come in the future. So this is the first kind of step to that.
Well, you've done it now. You guys you made a game. Whether it does well on Kickstarter or not, it's here. It exists.
That's true. Yeah. So
it's realistic. Target achieved.
Yeah.
We've made a very fun game, which the quality looks amazing. The guidebook is really nice to read. The game's understandable. You give it to people and they can play it straight away. Yeah, and like as you said earlier, Connor, it looks like it belongs on a shelf.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised at all to pull this off the shelf at a friend's house or at Mimic's Market or something. It looks a lot. We play a lot of everything, smaller indie stuff to big company stuff, and it fits right in.
Nice. That's really good to hear. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it is exciting overall. And sometimes I'm
really excited.
Yeah, you get to take stock.
If you're listening, Barry Tune, we acknowledge you. So Barry Tune is one of our biggest fans we have at the moment.
Yeah.
He comments on every single post. If he's listening, fair play to you, Barry.
That's great.
Appreciate you a lot.
The support is important.
Yeah, he's so enthusiastic. We really want to make sure he gets a copy somehow, one way or another. Yeah.
And we had a comment on, I think the other day on Instagram, from someone saying, "Is this out yet?" And they want something for Christmas. And even though it's going to miss the Christmas window.
Oh, you're missing Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Might backfire a bit. Might work to our advantage if people get some Christmas money in and they want to give to Kickstarter. But we're also kind of offering a higher tier as well above the base game, where we'll design someone a custom character to based on the style.
Do you guys have any stretch goals or anything on the Kickstarter, or is that not announced yet?
We haven't even, kind of see how it goes, because I guess we can add them in at any time. So.
Right, don't want to put the cart before the horse.
Yeah,
that's it.
But I think if it starts getting loads of momentum, then we'll thank people by I mean that will show us that it's investable and we can invest more time into it and we can bring people loads of features. Like that might even be a case of
creating that
throwing
board
an
you wanted to.
expansion and stuff. What's that?
Creating that board you wanted to. Go crazy with it.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm trying to think. You gave me a number before. How many expansions have you pre-made already? Pre-created.
Well, I've started designing 3, I think. So I've designed cards and stuff.
Oasis.
Yeah, and then I've written loads down. Like I want to include like an undead one where there's zombies and you can get turned to zombie, and in your terror cards you have to help each other out, get the horde, and kind of your classic trope ones and stuff. I want to include dungeons as well. So at the minute, the terror cards themselves, if I get one, they're all kind of external places.
Like
so
habitats or
Okay, yeah.
So I think have you guys played Talisman before?
I've heard of it.
That's I think it's quite an old school ball game now, but they've got like add-ons around the corner and stuff, and I've kind of thinking that as inspiration where if you roll over a terror card, that's a dungeon, and then it becomes a different game where you're going through rooms, you build the rooms as you go along, and it's got kind of better items and stuff and a different path to victory. And Jim, you said about an ocean one as well, didn't you? So you get a kind of pirate ship and battle changes, so it's more about fighting sea beasts and stuff. And I think like because there's no board on it, it's like the possibilities are
theater of the mind.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely not one piece of slide or anything
for stuff like that. I always wanted to build a world, and and it's quite tongue-in-cheek humor as well, so it doesn't take itself too seriously with like narrative and things. So there's a few in-jokes, a few kind of nods to fantasy games. So it's not like kind of really dark and foreboding. It is got a bit of humor to it as well, which I think adds another level to the interactivity of the game.
Yeah. We're just about ready to wrap up. Do you guys, Mike, do you have any questions?
No, not really. Yeah, I'm just kind of interjecting when I can.
Yeah. Any final things you guys want to say? Any shout outs or anything before we move on to games we've been playing?
Jim,
I'll go for Ben and Kath at Dicebox for being really welcoming and supporting every step from the past couple of years of me talking about it to actually taking the time out of their busy gaming schedule to actually play more games at home. So I can't imagine what that's like for me. Yeah, that's the main one.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, shout out to the friends who've helped me play test. Shout out to Jim himself as well for being a great business partner and, offering great feedback and bringing this from an overwhelming idea to a reality. And my partner Tony, she's been very supportive, even though she doesn't know much about board games and stuff. She's been very enthusiastic, and just kind of seeing people come together and being really complimentary of it, and seeing that feedback's amazing, and that's kind of what's motivating us forward on that.
Very cool, guys. Thanks. So the next segment we like to do is just games we've been playing. I don't know if you guys are probably very busy right now, but if you just want to talk about a favorite board game or video game or anything you want to do, we usually talk about a video game we played in the past week or something. Mike, do you want to kick us off?
I did I talk about it last episode where I've been playing Cyberpunk?
No, I don't think so.
No, I finally finished the playthrough I started with 2.0, and I started the modded one I was going to do.
Yeah.
God, the game's good. It's fantastic.
Very good game. You guys tried Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
I did on launch.
Oh, launch it was a
Yeah,
little
I heard
rough
about
around
the
the
launch
edges.
experience. Yeah, the bugs.
Yeah.
I think I played. Was it? I'm trying to think which because it was on the PS4. It was on the PS4 as well.
PS4
Was
Yeah.
it?
originally.
It was on PS4.
Which,
Yeah.
So I
slow,
tried it.
buggy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried it initially on PS4, and I thought, I can deal with this. I thought I'll push through, and there was spelling mistakes on like signs and stuff, and it was horrible. And they refunded it, and I ended up playing it on the Stadia in the
Oh
end.
yeah.
And I
yeah.
got a little bit through. And then I
Stadia's
kinda
gone
ended
now.
up- Yeah,
yeah. Stadia.
R.I.P. Stadia.
Not long for
yeah,
this world.
such a random.
So they took your game
choice
twice.
I made.
Yeah, speaking of Cyberpunk, I actually wore the shirt I got at PAX today.
Oh,
But
nice.
but
Yeah,
no,
they fixed it. The 2.0
yeah,
update's great.
2.0
It's very fun
update
now.
completely changed the game. I was running a melee build, and by the end of the game, I kind of turned into an anime protagonist. I'd walk into a room with a sword, and before you knew it, everyone in
died.
the room was dead. Yeah, there were just headless corpses on the
Jesus.
ground, and I'm in one piece, covered
Yeah.
in blood. It's like, wow, this is insane. What has happened to me? This is supposed to be a hard ending where I'm walking solo into a tower full of security guards. And
So
I'm
it's finished.
just
Like,
making
did you
them into
100% it
mincemeat.
again?
No, I didn't 100% it.
And they're dead.
But I decided to do the secret ending in my playthrough where you storm Arasaka Tower by yourself.
Whoa, careful! I
And
haven't
about-
finished it yet.
One man
Uh,
army.
About
Oh,
halfway
spoilers.
through it, spoilers, about halfway through it, though, the guards start like panicking.
Yeah.
Like you hear them on their radios, like it's just one guy. Why is it just one guy? Please send backup
Wow, that's
help.
pretty cool, though. That's
Oh,
pretty cool,
it's
though. I like
if you die at any point during the ending, though, the game just ends. Like there's no
Okay.
checkpoints, no death saves. It just plays out one of the endings as if you just killed yourself.
So
Oh,
it gets
know,
quite
that's
challenging.
so-
then.
That's like
It was-
Wolfenstein 2 on the Uber. Oh, was it Uberlin difficulty where you can't save it and you can't die
Yeah.
during the whole playthrough?
Yeah.
So you've got to do it all in one sitting.
Yeah, it was such a satisfying ending to get through. And now that I'm playing through another playthrough as a net runner and having a totally different experience than I
Man, you
did in
jumped
the
right
previous
back in,
playthrough.
huh?
Yeah, I jumped right into another playthrough. I've been doing it on stream though, so it's been fun.
Okay, yeah.
I need to give it another go because it was when it was first out on the Stadia. Years
It was a
ago now.
mess when
But
it
it
first
gave me a bit
released,
of nostalgia about Deus Ex and did you guys play the 90s Deus Ex?
It's been in my list of things to play.
Oh,
I
Yeah, I know, Mike, you're a
played
huge
the-
fan of one
yeah.
of the newer ones.
Yeah, I liked Human Revolution a lot. And I
Human
wanted to
Revolution
play
was awesome.
the original one at some point because I'm a big immersive sim fan, and
Yeah,
I played a lot of them.
yeah,
But-
they are really immersive and kind of the multiple. And I think it's one of those games in the 90s where it's like ahead of its time.
Oh
It
yeah,
was like 98.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
big era for like just around where FF7 launched as well, and you had Zelda and stuff. And it's but yeah, I think they've not remastered, but they've reskinned it now and stuff. So it's the graphics are a bit more playable. Yeah, but Human Revolution, I love that game. I gave that a few. That feels like that one man army vibe. If you
oh yeah.
get those grenades that pop out your torso or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
such a fun game. Like most of those immersive sims were always fun. I liked Prey too. Prey was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Didn't
I haven't
finish it.
played Prey, so
Prey's
Absolute
I'm playing
garbage.
at the minute I'm playing FF Tactics.
Oh, yeah, that's just come out,
Chronicles.
hasn't it?
Yeah, really good. Like I tried playing it years ago. I couldn't get past the first bit, and
Yeah.
then now playing this, I'm starting to get through it. And
Did they make it easier or did you get better?
it's probably easier.
Good
I think.
question.
I think I've got worse as games the older I get.
No way.
But like, because it's in Ivalice and the Vagrant Story kind of is based in there. I don't know if you guys have ever played Vagrant Story on PS1, but that's that game needs a remaster for sure.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. That's a little,
Yeah.
I was a little young for that one.
I'll bust out the emulator.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Just never played it.
I had a PlayStation, but it was a hand-me-down from a cousin, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I had
yeah,
I had
don't
Tony
know.
Hawk and I had Spyro Year of the Dragon.
Tony
Oh,
Hawk,
yeah.
the
Tony Hawk
level
one, yeah.
grade.
Yeah, Tony Hawk one. Yeah.
That was
That's-
awesome.
that
That
with
forever
the,
altered your
the
personality,
hanger.
honestly, Connor.
Oh yeah.
It's that ska music.
definitely
it
my
changed you
music taste.
forever.
Phil, my first
think-
console was a Mega Drive, so I was,
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine was a
we
Super
went-
NES.
that was
I was
nice.
there at the ground floor, but
Yeah.
it was old.
To be fair,
No,
for me,
no.
it was almost always my mum getting the consoles for me. Like PlayStation 1, playing Crash Bandicoot. Like I've
Oh,
yeah.
Crash
Bandicoot,
Crash
the
Team
Insane
Race.
Trilogy. Yeah, the Insane Trilogy has been my go-to easy gaming thing, trying to get 100% on the first game.
Yeah.
Trying to get all the colored gems. Just that's my peaceful game. And then Dark Souls 3 is my co-op playthrough where my friend catch up, but then he's just guiding me through, doing all the bosses. He'll watch me through screen share while I kill one.
Oh, I can't
then-
handle the
and then-
stress anymore. Stuff like.
Yeah, I get
Gotta go through Dark Souls 1 first. I think it's such a good way to go through.
I'd get anxiety having a spectator, I think, watching me play Dark Souls.
I
Maybe it's all
mean,
the
I'm
same
used
all
to
the
it.
time. Shout
I
out
think
to
I
James.
think
Yeah.
I don't have that same anxiety. I guess I'm used to it though. Because
Yeah,
I
you
stream a
stream,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to having an
Oh, right.
audience. Yeah, so
So is that what you've been
Nice.
playing lately? Is Dark Souls and Crash Bandicoot?
So Dark Souls 3, Crash Bandicoot, and then I'm trying to be one of the last divers on Helldivers
Oh yeah.
because that's been going through the ringer. It's still a great social game. It's so silly.
It is.
With,
It's
like, the
so
kind of-
fun.
the message is so fun.
That was the
dropping
Game
a
Talk Game of the Year.
£500
Was that last year that it came out?
I think we
Yeah.
gave it.
yeah, that was the Game Talk Game of the Year. We loved
Yeah,
it.
it was immense, but it's just had such a drop due to some issues. I think it's such
Yeah.
a small development team. The successes they've had, there needs to be a resurgence. Like the new DLC coming out of a minigun. What a great idea!
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna check it out again. They just announced
Yeah.
today they
We should
reduced. They dropped the size of the PC file from I think 130 gigs to 20 gigs.
That means
so
I can
it's like-
install it and play it. This is great. This is
Yeah,
great
it's gone
news for
from
me.
like something I can't really justify having to like I'm not 20 gigs. That's a keeper.
Sounds
I'll
like
have
we
that
need
on
to
my
have a
Yeah,
drop.
I can
yeah,
keep that in
Let's have a
there.
drop then. Winner.
Oh no, it's still 152 gigabytes right now. I guess
You have
they-
to get on the beta, Mike. to
Oh,
produce
okay.
it. Yeah. Which you can just do it. You don't have to have a password or anything.
But it's quite nice. They've even told you if you've got mods. Well, they've said if you've got mods on it already, you need to
That's a
Yeah.
fresh install. The devs even showed you how to reinstall it so you don't lose your mods or anything.
Oh, I was literally about
That's
to
cool.
install it,
didn't
but I
even
forgot
know it
it's
was like
Tuesday.
a game that had a lot of mods.
Yeah, me neither, but I didn't realize that either. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I hop in. It's something I don't have to put a ton of thought into, and I have a couple friends that just play it all the time. So
My
I'm-
roommate's been trying to get me into it, but
It's fun.
It's the install size. It really is the
The install size was a problem, but it's fixed.
It's the install
now, more or
size, and
less.
also last time I played it was with my ex, and I was like, I don't want to remember this. It's so bad. It's rough. I try to play all these
memories.
games. I'm like, uh-oh.
The
I tried to get her
memories.
into this. Uh-oh.
yeah.
It's getting better. It's
Flashbacks.
getting easier. But
PTSD.
ugh. I just tried to
So-
install it. I forgot it was Tuesday though, so now I have to wait until Steam comes back up.
I'll close this
Oh,
out, I guess. I have been revisiting.
Thank you for having us. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Go for
I've
it.
been revisiting Hitman VR.
Oh my god.
The Steam frame got me too excited, and I had to get back into Hitman VR. They finally fixed it. This is the fourth time that they've released Hitman VR. They released it on the PlayStation VR 1, and then they released it on PC, and then they released it on Quest, and all three of those were like unplayable, like just the worst experience in the world. Just
Is
really,
Hitman
really
the one with
bad.
the barcode on his head?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
And,
remember
and you
that.
go, you go
Yeah.
around assassinating like evil billionaires
all
and
the,
stuff.
Like
yeah.
all the bonus ones are like you assassinate Bruce Lee. And
Yeah, they
all
just
the great
Eminem
stuff.
is this week. It's Eminem
Eminem.
contracts you to assassinate Slim Shady.
What?
That's so crazy.
Carnage.
Proper fourth wall break, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you got,
it's
like-
an interesting one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they finally fixed it. They did a big PSVR 2 update, and it came to PC as well. And it's like finally like a competent VR game where you can actually like reach out and grab stuff with both hands and just walk around these like some of the most interesting, like the coolest environments in any game, in my opinion. Me and Amit actually one year took a trip to the Italian town that Sapienza, one of the fan favorite maps, is based on. We actually flew out there. And we visited Rome and Milan as well. Like, it was an Italy trip, but we stopped by the Amalfi Coast. It was a town called Vernazza, and it, that was more immersive than the game in VR. But the game in VR is like a reasonable second place.
It's close.
That's immense.
Yeah, no, it's like when you get one of those flight simulator games that requires you to have like a hands on the stick, and then you get the one that actually allows you to like touch the controls in VR, and you're like, this is way better.
It's really cool. And it's just something a lot of people get wrong. Like if there's junk on a shelf in VR, you need to be able to like push it over. And if you can't, it really takes you out of the experience.
Let me hit it.
But Hitman was already like that. Everything's already pretty interactable. So it was a great VR conversion game, and you can play like the roguelike freelancer mode and everything. It's a billion times harder. Like I find it like an extremely difficult game in VR compared to flat. But
you have less awareness.
Yeah, like I can't.
You're first person there.
When you're third person, you can tell if people see you. When you're in first person, you can't tell.
Yeah,
so
when you're
Yeah,
choking someone out, you can't look past them. You kind of gotta.
Yeah, I'm not winning, but I am. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a cool update to the game.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I've also been watching Sniper Elite Resistance and a streamer called Slogs, who he plays as the Jaeger, so you can play as the enemy German sniper and jump into people's campaigns and hunt them down.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's well cool. I was watching him just absolutely annihilate people with really silly ways, like with a magnum from like 100 meters away, or like a 400-meter sniper shot from across the map.
I love
Invasion
multiplayer because it's always interesting. I usually turn it off, but at the same time, it is fun to go into other people's games and just be a menace.
Yeah. So I've watched, but the thing is, I've watched him drop a couple of times and everybody's dead, and it's just a trap map waiting for someone, like a Venus flytrap waiting for someone to invade.
Yeah.
And they're the prey, and they just play on the campaigns just flipped on his head.
I wonder if they're stream sniping him, trying to catch him specifically. People do that a lot.
Yeah, they do. To be fair, it's like watching people play chess, and they try and stream.
Oh yeah,
and they snipe them. That's really funny.
Oh no! I just realized, Connor, I'm about to relapse into League of Legends.
We're not talking
It's gonna
about
happen.
That right now.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I'll talk about it in January when the new season launches. Oh no, it'll be till January. I gotta wait.
We'll listen and see how you relapse hard. That's fine.
I've got major beef with League of Legends.
It's between that and Warframe are the games I keep diving back into because it's like an addiction that I can't quit.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
Warframe yet, to be fair.
Oh, it's good.
No,
it'll eat your
one of
life.
My favorites.
It'll eat your life. It will. If it grabs a hold of you, there's enough content to keep you in there forever.
Yeah.
Damn. Amazing work.
Well, guys. Chris and Jimmy, thanks for coming on the show. It's been cool. It was a cool interview. This was something new for us. We've never.
This is brand new.
You guys are our first guests since we had a rotating cast, like 6 years ago.
Episode 1 or 2.
Thank you so much, Connor and Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Happy to come on whenever, and thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers for the time.
Maybe we need to have a check-in after a couple of months and see how we're getting on.
Yeah. That'd be cool. We'll be watching your Kickstarter with great interest.
I was going to say, the campaign lasts 2 months. That's the time we have. So we'll check in a couple of months then.
Yeah, please do. And for the listeners, you guys can follow us on @PodcastGameTalk on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Please rate, or review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can click the link in the description to join our Discord and talk to us there. We're also going to link TerraClash. We're going to link your guys' Kickstarter and everything down there. Thank you, Jim and Chris, and thank you all for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.